Welcome to 3D Amazon FBA. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit of something different. I want to explain why there's a food shortage and shortage on many things. Now, with what's going on in the world, most people are in a panic. Everybody's worried about leaving their house, and we're about getting sick and all that stuff. So, at least locally, everywhere you go here, you cannot find food very much. You can't find toilet paper. Cleaning supplies are extremely scarce. Like yesterday, I saw someone that had a basket full of Ajax. I don't know why you would need so much Ajax, but that's just kind of the world we're in at this current moment because people are in a massive panic. Now, if you go to the store and you're looking to buy some milk, for example, there's no milk in the store because it's all gone. It's natural to really let panic set in because you're like, oh crud, there's no food. How am I going to feed my children? Stuff like that. So people are actually even buying more because they're worried it's not going to be there. So I worked over 20 years at retail. I spent 8 years department manager at Lowe's. So working at Lowe's, every item had a sales velocity rank. F is the worst, slowest moving thing. A is the highest moving item. So these ranks were to tell the computers to reorder, how fast to reorder. So I don't know all the specific numbers and whatever they put in the computer for the ordering points. But the faster velocity, the more it would order, the more frequently it would order. Out of the threshold of how many in stock when the computer will reorder was all based on that sales velocity letter. And I'm sure there's more into it, but you get the gist of it. The faster it sold, the faster it ordered more, and the more it sold, the higher the in-stock quantity that it would hit the threshold for it to actually make the order. So with everybody in a mass panic, I believe, and I haven't seen any reports or anything, this is just based off my personal experience working at Lowe's and other retailers over the years, is what I'm willing to bet happened is, just say for example Walmart, they do auto ordering just like most places nowadays because it's efficient and saves money, payroll, etc. So I'm willing to bet that with this panic, this is going to be a short-term thing. I'm really hoping things get back to normal in 2 to 3 weeks, when all the panic dies down. So I'm willing to bet these stores turned off their auto ordering. And the reason for that is food, for example, has a specific shelf life. Things will only last so long and then you have to throw them away. So the majority of people went way overboard ordering food. So one, people aren't going to be grocery shopping very, very soon. Once this panic dies down and people kind of get over the hoarding tendencies that are happening right now, once people run out of money, at some point the credit cards are going to be maxed out, people are going to run out of money. So they don't want to order a whole bunch of stuff. They don't want to artificially increase their sales velocity on items that are only selling because there's nothing else left to buy on the shelf. For example, pasta. I went to go buy pasta for spaghetti, and Walmart was sold out. They actually been sold out of pasta at the store I go to the most for over 2 weeks. Even the little $5 boxes that are say half a pound, I don't know exact. But they've been sold out for weeks. Those items typically never sell. And I know because I'm in Walmart, this specific store, 3 to 5 times a week. I go down the aisles, I sell a ton of grocery on my Amazon store. So I know what Walmart sells because I'm in there so much. So these items are selling now. So with this happening, there's potential for the sales velocity to increase because people are buying more, and that can actually really make things hard on Walmart, because say they get like 5 in a week, like 1 case a week. Now all of a sudden the computers will be like, holy crap, we just sold 5 cases. We need to get in like 2 or 3 cases a week now. And one, they can only fit so much on the shelf. So obviously you don't want a ton of stuff in the back. So the computer's thinking, oh man, now we need 5 cases a month or a week instead of 1. They're going to have a surplus of this pasta in the receiving area, and it's going to plug up the receiving, because in retail, if those of you that sell on Amazon, because that's what my channel is, we want our stuff selling fast. We don't want our stuff sitting there for a month, 2 months, whatever, especially if it has an expiration date. You want your stuff always moving. So they don't want to plug up the back rooms. They don't want their sales velocity to be artificially adjusted, because that will plug the back room. Plus, and the last reason why these stores, I believe, have turned off their auto ordering is because, again, with perishable goods, they have an expiration date. So with that pasta, I know pasta lasts a very long time. So just for the sake of argument, say this pasta has a typical shelf life of 2 months, 3 months, or whatever the case may be. If they end up with the auto reordering, they're going to have stuff in the back for months, because people aren't even going to be grocery shopping, because they have a ton of food that they were hoarding. So no one's going to buy this stuff, and it's eventually going to expire. So they're costing themselves sales today, but they're saving themselves, money in waste later, because you throw away the product that expired. So they're trying to save $2, or not make $1 today to save $2 tomorrow. So from a business standpoint, it totally makes sense, because let's face it, every company wants to make money, and they have to turn a profit. And companies like Walmart, Target, etc., they're publicly traded, and they have an obligation to their stockholders to make money. I know it might sound cold, because there are people that can't get food right now. But unfortunately, with Wall Street being what it is, most conglomerates, the big companies that are traded publicly, their number one concern is the stock market. And let's face it, CEOs and all the people that are actually making good money at these places probably own stock. Walmart, I don't know if they still do. They used to have like a really good stock sharing program. So the employees, they have an interest in Walmart being profitable as well. Plus Walmart, they used to give bonuses. They were giving bonuses 3 years ago. Excuse me, for profitable stores. So the employees do have a stake in the profitability of Walmart. So Walmart just has an obligation, and that goes for Target and any company that publicly trades. They have an obligation to the stock market. So, again, I haven't seen any reports that are actually saying this, but just my time in retail, if I was to make an educated guess as to why there's a shortage, I would say this is why. I was very fortunate yesterday that I went to a non-publicly traded grocery store that actually has good prices. Not like, say, Vaughn's Albertsons, where their prices are like double Walmart. But, I went to a store called Winco. I've talked about Winco on this channel before. And they're actually limiting the amount of food that people could buy, like on specific items. Like they limited milk to 2 gallons, or 1 gallon twice. Tuna, because I actually went over the threshold. I didn't realize there was a threshold on tuna, but they only let you get 6 cans of tuna. Toilet paper, water was, I think, 1 case each. Toilet paper and water were sold out because I went in the late afternoon. But I was lucky, to get bread and stuff like that for the kids. So it was great. So check out Winco. They seem to be doing the right thing. I was talking to the people there because I'm in there quite often. Well, I used to go in there quite often. That they're getting in trucks every day. They're a 24-hour store. They're closing their store for 8 hours because they want to make sure they stock the shelves and they have stuff available for people. So I think Winco is doing right by the customer in terms of making sure people can get stuff. So if you need food, go check out Winco. But yeah, I wouldn't go into a panic. Don't start hoarding food. I don't recommend it at all. I'm sure things will normalize when this initial panic starts decreasing in a week or two. So thanks for watching my channel. If you guys can like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.